Here's a recap for October for the opening range. Most safe trades that we've talked about for a while here. This is October 1st, and just kind of going all the way through it. I only trade from 9:30 a.m. Eastern until 11 a.m. Eastern, so I don't enter. So even though this one here was 11:35 and a win and 64 points, that's actually not counted in the statistics that I'm about to give you. I found that entries after 11 are more hit and miss, and not anything I want to do. So I'm only within that hour, and honestly, most trades don't start until at least 9:45. So it's maybe 75 minutes is all I'm in the markets. But these are the results for October. Starting in November, I'll do daily recaps again as well. But for October, for the Dow, the 25% most safe trades were 6 and 1, worth 99 points. The 50% trades were 3 and 1, worth 66 points. If you just did the 25%, you were just under $500. Just did the 50%, you got 330. Before I move on, just a bit about the win-loss totals. So the way that I do the trades, if I have a 25% entry, I'll enter it. If it gets to my next pivot or blue dot on the screen, I'll enter 3 additional contracts. So if I have one contract for the first trade, I'll add 3 additional contracts, and the exit would be the 25% again. So for those losses, I'm actually, if I get a win on the second trade, it actually ends up being a break-even trade. So 6 and 1, 99 points. For the 50%, same type of situation. I'll enter when you're supposed to enter. If it comes back down to my pivot before exiting me, I will enter 1 additional trade, not 3, just 1, and still exit at 50%. So basically, I'm looking for not to have a whole bunch of losses in a row. You need to figure out what your money management is and all that stuff. To me, I think for the safest way to trade without blowing out an account on one particular day, 50% trades are probably the best. You can combine both of them if you want, but safest is probably the 50%. So even though on the Dow it's a little bit less, NASDAQ's a little less, S&P is a little bit more, and we'll get into all that in just a minute. So NQ, 6 and 2, 47.5 points. 50% is 3 and 1, 41.5 points. These numbers are for a one contract on the Dow, 1 contract in the NQ, 1 contract in the S&P. If you want to do micros, you can do micros. Micros are 1/10 of this. So for every point for a micro, it would be 50 cents. For every point for an NQ, it would be $2. Every point for an S&P would be $5. And you can do multiple micros and all that stuff. But anyways, these are the totals. So if you just did the 25% only trades, you had made 1682.50. The 50% onlys are 1447. So not a huge difference in dollar amounts. Again, if you're looking for the most safe, long term and more steady, the 50% are going to be a better bet. Obviously, you're going to get a lot less trades, but this particular month in October actually had a lot less trades than September did. And my cutoff again is 9:30 to 11. If you're interested in the webinars, I do a webinar each trading day from about 9:20 to 11 a.m. Eastern time. And basically I put the pivot lines on everything and show you the trades that I do, so forth. It's $197 for the rest of the year, and you can get it at that website there. But just to show you the numbers here a second. This is the Dow for October, and we had, so let me show you September 1st, or the middle of September. So this is September 13th is when I started tracking it for the December contract. But you can see there's basically at least one trade. You didn't get a most safe trade, but there's always some action here. This line here tells you what the opening range was and so forth, but there's always some particular action. You get some trades. 29th was the first time there was no trades. Lots of action, and then it just dries up. So from 10-6, you get no trade, and that, by that I mean it doesn't even hit the first pivot. And these are a little bit bigger opening ranges. Finally get a trade here, no trades here. Finally get a trade here. Then there's one, but there's nothing, one, and you haven't had anything since the 20th. So a lot of no trades, never hit any of its pivot points, even do it once. So very slow. I think September was a little fast. October was a little slow. I think somewhere in between is more normalized, but of course you're always going to have extremes on either end. So we'll see what November has in store, but if you want to join me, you can come to this website and take a look and purchase it if you're so interested. And then at the end of the year, so that's 197 for the rest of 2021. And then at 2022, we'll decide whether to go on or not and so forth. So, but I will be having I'll be writing an ebook / videos on the opening range, giving more details on it. That will be coming out in the next couple of weeks as well, which will be included in your membership if you so desire to join me. All right, have a great day. Take care.